If you're an upcoming freelance video editor, I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that you want to make a lot of money doing this. I'm going to tell you guys 5 key things that you're failing at that are stopping you from making a lot of money as a freelance video editor. Even if you change 3 of these, it's going to get you in the right direction. There's no one who ticks all 5 of these boxes that doesn't get freelance clients. No one. Now, how do I know? How do you know, Jack? Well, I run a private members community of over 250 people called Video Production Plus, and part of the value add there, because we're still small, I can actually take one-on-one calls with every single member of my community for no additional cost. So I talk to hundreds of freelancers, and that's how I know that if you do all 5 of these things correct, it will result in guaranteed work for you 100%. Let's get started with the video. This is, in theory, a simple one. What does it mean in theory? You don't know the value of your services, you're charging too little. What does this lead to? Well, it actually can lead to extreme burnout. Could happen quicker than you expect because you're getting paid 20 bucks for something that is taking you all day long. Eventually, you hate it. That's not happening to people in Video Production Plus. You can just have one look in our wins channel just to see the countless wins every single day, the deposits people are getting for a very significant amounts of money. But the only time where undervaluing your work is worth it is at the start, aka you want to get any cash you can to build a portfolio. When I was starting out as a club videographer, as a freelance live event videographer, the first club I filmed was free. The second club I filmed was 30 pounds. Those were portfolio builders. I took a little bit of change just so I could get a piece and add it to my portfolio. Business and marketing are 2 things that people absolutely overlook and are not doing correctly. If you're not doing this correctly, it's the whole shebang, so to speak. So obviously this is screwing you over. Now, business and marketing is as simple as this. We have some killers in VP Plus who are using alternative methods of marketing. One of them is the personal brand. They're creating absolutely nonstop content on the internet that positions them as an expert. And then of course, that's attracting clientele because they have some kind of unique aspect to them. They're marketing in a unique way. We have other people who are going long and really deep into outreach, right? Heavy outreach. That's basic level marketing stuff. But I summed it up recently. I said this on YouTube, and we also put this in the Outreach Masterclass. In that course, and on YouTube, I said this as well, so I'll mention it quickly. There was 2 categories that almost everyone fell into. A really low effort, poor message. And number 2, lack of volume, aka even though you had a shitty message, you weren't even sending it a lot of times. Even a shitty offer sent enough times does eventually convert somebody. It's better than a phenomenal offer sent once. But overall, those 2 principles are definitely 2 things to improve. I won't go too far deep into that. If you want more information on that, you should join VP Plus and take our Outreach Masterclass, the VP Plus Outreach Masterclass. This is 20 episodes breaking down multiple different places that you guys can outreach to freelance video editing clients. We have 2 different episodes in each. Each category is split into a theory where we talk about the do's, the don'ts, and that's like a notes-taking episode. And episode number 2 is the practical, where we showcase live messages, outreach messages that worked and converted the client, outreach messages that didn't work and didn't convert the client. Things you guys should be incorporating in your own approach, things you might not be incorporating. This is 4.5 hours of content, 20 episodes long. If you join Video Production Plus for $24.99 a month, you get access to this program and multiple other programs as well, countless stuff on the way, 1,000+ digital assets, and one-on-one calls with me. It's the most competitive offer in the entire video production scene. You should be inside. And let's get back to the video. This kills me right here. I've seen clients be lost by freelancers on the come up because they weren't taking the right approach to client communication. It is a factor how quick you respond to that message. I would, of course, have by default notifications on all my emails, notifications on all my freelance websites, so that when I did finally get a response, I was very quick to close that client because they might have some specific questions which would make them choose you. Hey, just so you know, we really need to get this out for Thursday. It's Wednesday night. Can it be done? If it can, I'll hire you right now. You're in bed. Yes, it could be done by tomorrow. Awesome. They put the money in escrow and all of a sudden you landed the client because you were quick on the response. Also, deadlines, punctuality, basic level stuff. You said it's going to be done for Thursday. It needs to be done for Thursday. Backups and file management have screwed me. I want to put this in there because freelancers on the come up don't know the pain of putting hours into a project that you lose because the computer crashed. The computer crashed. All of a sudden, you've lost all the files somehow, but I was saving. Why didn't it save? Well, that's the beauty of the computers. They corrupt sometimes. So all of a sudden, I've just lost hours and hours and hours and hours of editing. You need to make sure you're saving. On Premiere Pro, you can actually go and you can turn on the auto saves folder, which means it automatically saves every 20 minutes and you can really never lose more than 20 20 minutes of progress. Get some good equipment. I'll also put that in here. For lack of backup and file management, you're only as good as the equipment you're working on. If you're working on shitty, outdated hardware, you're gonna hate editing. Burnout happens, by the way, when you are overworking. Also, when you're not being paid enough. I'm going to loosely tell a story of a person who joined Video Production Plus. Unfortunately, this was a kid who seemed to have took on too much pressure. He was applying all the methods. In fact, he landed a client within the first week of being inside Video Production Plus. He was making money, and he had an opportunity to essentially go after a very big project, a very big client. He put his all into this project, absolutely everything, and he didn't get the client. That happens, right? That's completely normal. We've all been there. Now, he let that loss absolutely define him. And so it appears he has actually left the video editing scene a sad tale of burnout, of someone taking too much pressure. But ultimately, it's a lesson of managing expectations. This game can be very rewarding if you are applying the right principles. So where do you find out about the right principles? Obviously, we're going to end the video talking about Video Production Plus, my private members community. If you're a freelance video editor on the come up and you plan on building any significant career out of this thing, you should join VP Plus. If you just want to edit Call of Duty montages, you should still join VP Plus, because there's goddamn value for you inside there as well. What, you thought I was gonna tell you not to? Join VP Plus. I'm surprised you haven't already. See you inside.